Hello and welcome to the Heroic Scale podcast. I'm Dale,
And I'm Robert.
and this is your mini wargaming news and fun podcast. So let's start off with what are you working on, Robert?
As we talked about last week, corn has begun. So I
Corn!
have, yes, so the Bloodthirster arrived. It was a little damaged, but I fixed it. The little spikies came off his wings.
Now, question: do you think it was damaged in shipping, or that it was damaged when you bought it?
It was damaged when in shipping
Okay.
because the box was too small for the model. So like the box squished down on top of the wings and then snapped off the little pits, but the bits were in there. So it's like I could glue it. It's fine.
Cool.
He primed it red. It was a weird red.
It's
Um,
probably that dragon red that's from Army
it
Painter.
like it like bled
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's not good apparently.
So I zenithal painted it, and then uh, used the contrast red that I have, the Blood Angels red.
Hmm.
It looks really freaking good sitting on the model, and I've done all the black bits as well. So I haven't quite finished it yet, but I've started painting it. The majority of it's red, so it's like 80% done.
No.
And then I just need to go over it and fix. I need to get some browns. I don't have any browns.
Are you gonna use
So I
brown
need
paint or contrast?
probably paint because it's just for the shaft of the axe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do that. Other than that, a tactics is very big in my life currently, as you are well aware.
Mm-hmm.
I have now acquired 100 points for each army. They have, well, I think we talked about it last week, but they have all arrived now. So 100 points is in my possession. So I am ready to play a clone versus um, separatist fight with 100 points on each side. So that's going to be really fun to do. I can't wait because I love the game. It's so fun. I think it could be. I wish it was still produced. I want it to have so many more applications. Like Pokemon is such all the rage. Like this is perfect for Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would probably have to be a Hasbro license, but we can talk about this at the end, like
Yeah, because this is big. This is
the
big.
future of what a tactics could be and should be, or that someone else should
Yeah,
just make it because there's no copyright.
we could just custom make them. Um, yeah, and then other than that, I've purchased some proxy models for Marvel Crisis Protocol. So
Ooh,
those haven't shipped yet, but they're being resin printed, hopefully on a good resin printer. I got the Trident Studios Rhino, which is the 90s Rhino. So he
you
looks
showed me a
really
picture of
cool.
that. I haven't seen that one.
Let me see. Trident
I mean, just keep
Studio
talking, but like,
Rhino. I could do this. And then I got a proxy for Nick Fury, because just in case I want to swap it out for the old school Nick Fury. Because originally I was thinking about maybe a green stuffing the Nick Fury that comes with it, like to give him hair, and just maybe change him up. But I was fuck it. I'd rather have the different one. So this Nick Fury model
you yell
has.
about me about the 6 minute mark, and that's 3 minutes in, and you drop an F bomb.
Hey, we did
We
we.
did
It's one for
it.
one. It's one for one, right?
No, it's like four, 4 for 1.
um, yeah. So I got the Nick Fury. He's cool. He has a big huge rifle. He doesn't have a trench coat. He's in his typical like old school shield uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Um, versus protocol figures. Um, so yeah, he's really cool. Can't wait. Because like honestly, I was looking for a what brought all this on was I was looking for a
Star Lord.
Star Lord.
Mm.
Yeah, I wanted a Star Lord. So the only one that I could find is the what if Black Panther Star Lord
Yeah.
figure. And it's like that's not what I'm looking for. I want the armored old school Guardians of the Galaxy one. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
But then that opened up a whole thing of the movie Green Goblin was there, and I was like, oh, I kind of want this. But they were very inexpensive, so I purchased the two. We'll see how they are, and then I might purchase more.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I was actually contemplating getting another Falcon because I want like
One that's not
I want,
flying.
yeah, I want one that's not flying, but I want a regular Falcon costume.
Mm.
Um, like I like they have an Ultimates one, but it didn't look, the print that they were doing didn't look that good. So I was like, I'm not gonna get this one because the Ultimates Falcon is like my favorite. It looks really cool. I like the wings would look more organic, and he's wearing like this like olive drab shirt, and he's like more badass. So
You see their Crimson Dynamo?
Uh-uh.
Oh, it's pretty cool. Um, all right, cool. Is that it for your what you?
Yeah, that is all my hobby. I'm still looking for those pictures for you, but I'll find them and send them to you.
So what I worked on this week is like we talked about last week again. I've been repainting my orcs. So I finished up Gordrak, so that'll be on the channel sometime in May. Yeah, because that's how far ahead I am right now. Um, and then I started batch painting like just my troops and stuff like that. So I'm trying to keep it not boring. So like I'm just like once it like painting one color a day. So let's be like all the brown today or all the green today. So it'll all get done eventually. I'm not really in a hurry to finish these guys either. So I think that's a benefit for me. Um, and then I think that's all I painted. And then in other news, in the tactics news, I purchased a tactics after what we'll talk about next, and I purchased the Marvel ones. So these are ones that we didn't have before.
Yes, these are like super rare.
Yeah, so I bought
Star Wars is everywhere.
I bought brand new inbox ones, and they were not marked up apparently. I thought they were.
They were not. No, now looking at it, they're marked up at $5.
Okay, so
But
they were
and
$30
then
each.
and then shipping. So like, who cares,
Yeah,
right?
so
Shipping.
I bought 3 boxes, and that's 6 characters. And I surprisingly I got 2 of the ones that I wanted really bad. I wanted Captain America because he's my favorite superhero, and that was really exciting to get Captain America. I don't know how good his attack is going to be, but it looks cool. But we'll see.
What looks cool?
The Rhino.
Yeah, do you think Fury above it?
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
I also got Punisher, which is also another one of my favorite characters. So those are cool. I definitely have enough to play more than 100 points worth of games.
What else did you get? You got Venom, Electro,
I
and
got
then what were the other
Venom.
two?
Venom has a little he does like a little bowling swing with his hand.
Uppercut.
Yeah, and then Electro shoots a little beam. I got Beast,
Yes,
who does like a little side
that's right.
swipe, and then I got Hulk, who's also
Ah.
who's like a super rare. I don't know how he works, but he has a barrel in his hand, and he's supposed to throw the barrel, but I can't get the barrel to get out of his hands. It's pretty hilarious, but we'll see how that goes.
Maybe you're not doing it hard enough.
No, I'm definitely doing it hard enough. His arms is back as far as they can go. So, but yeah, I mean, I got 2 of the ones I wanted, and then I went ahead and I ordered a Thor just to have it because I wanted Thor also. It's a lot of melee guys.
And not spending a $30.
Yeah, and it was like $10 for Thor. So I mean, I was contemplating buying the other packs because I mean, there are definitely some in here that I would like to get. Also, like the Magneto and like the Wolverine in here is cool because he shoots his claws out, like he's a little shooter. Um, and then like I think there's like some shield agents and stuff in here too, or a thing. But for now, I'm happy with what I have, and I definitely super happy that I have Captain America. So that's good.
Yeah, you got the one you wanted.
Yeah, the main one, and you can't find these anywhere like to buy.
Yeah,
You
so
can
I'm
you can find like Pyro, and you can find like
yes, Electro.
and the Green Goblin, like those ones, like those.
Yeah.
Sets.
I'm looking to buy the set too, just because I really want the Iron Man. So I might have to go all in with it, but
I really want the Scorpion from that set. So I might be tempted to buy a couple Series 2 ones just to see. Yeah, and then so that was it for hobbying. As for games, we got some games in.
Woo, we did it. We're not failures.
So while we're talking about a tactics, we can just go ahead and say we played a tactics, and I can say that I also love the game.
It's so simple, and it's so like quick and easy, and like there's so many different ways you play it.
Yeah, and it's tactical. It's still using your miniature brain, your miniature game brain, but playing with these toys that like actually you have to shoot each other with and stuff. I really enjoyed it. I think I won the first game. We just played Clones versus Separatists, pretty much, kind of.
Yeah, and it was a 3-on-3 because I didn't have all my figures yet. So.
And then you won the second game, but like
correct.
Barely.
Swapped. Yeah, we swapped figures and you did better. Cody is definitely Bly is definitely overpowered with that missile, but you took him out pretty quickly for me.
I'm worried if he is overpowered because
I had a hard time.
Punisher and the Electro that I have both have that same missile. So
well, they're also expensive though.
Yeah, the
point wise.
Points.
Yeah, so it's like that's why, and you're not supposed to play them together apparently. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to playing more games. It's funny because like even if we were to play with like our terrain that we have, it's like it's too small. So I feel like it's more fun playing with shit on the table. Like
I don't know. I kind of want to design some terrain
yes,
for it,
if you could design like cool little like
like
terrain for it,
buildings and
that'd be
stuff.
fun.
Yeah.
Not buildings, but like maybe like a speedball course, like walls and stuff,
Mm,
and like some ricochet points because I feel like ricochet kills are really cool in the game
yeah.
because they're really viable. Um, so what did you like most about it? What was your what did you
I
enjoy
like that
most?
everything's kind of built into the figures. I like that
Mhm.
like their movement is you just kind of drag it along the floor and it clicks. So if it
Well, but that kind of limits the play area though too, because it has to be on a hard surface,
yeah,
right? Like you
yeah.
can't do it on carpet.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, like I don't. I mean, you could probably click it and see how far a click is in measurements, and you can probably just be like,
Did you have you noticed though? Like it's different per character. The 10 points
mm,
click is faster than the 12 clicks that I
gotcha.
have on one of my guys. It's different.
Yeah, but I
Um,
mean, yeah, I like that everything's kind of built into the character. It has like that, and then you don't have to worry about tracking health because it's if they fall down, they die, and it has their special rule on the bottom when they die.
yeah,
Like,
and their faction and their
yeah,
markings on it as well.
like I like that everything's contained in itself. Like the points are there. Like there's no extra rule book. It's just this.
Well,
Um,
there is a rule book, but it's like it just tells you
right.
it's 100 points, and if you knock over, you die. Like that's
Right.
like that's it. It's
Right.
like
And you get to
there's
shoot
nothing.
with two characters. Like that's it.
Yeah, you move everybody, you shoot with two characters.
Or
That's
attack
it.
with
You
two
attack
characters.
with two. Yes, yes, and it
Um,
can be the same character.
yeah. Which is kind of overpowered, I think. I think like being able to attack with like Bly twice.
The problem is though, like it's like if he was the only guy left, that's what you'd be doing anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Um, cool.
so we did that.
And then we also played Marvel Crisis Protocol.
We sure did, and we learned some
Oh
things.
boy. We learned that I get grumpy when it's all uh when we're just using uh when we're not following the rules correctly and that there's so many tokens.
So many tokens. There's so many tokens. There's so many rules. There's so many things you have to look up because you don't remember everything, and then new characters come out with new rules. It's that kind of thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And like we were reading because we thought you needed because of the grunts because of the grunts abilities like that they don't require an activation in order to pick up tokens. Like you had to use an action to do tokens, but then we read in the rule book it specifically says you don't have to.
Yeah.
So it's like it's very contradictory information. Um, what is this? $24. Only
Yeah.
5
I know. I
left
was thinking I'm gonna buy 3 of these.
from here.
Yeah, it's
What's
PayPal. It's
this?
PayPal.
Oh, it's PayPal. It's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. And we used to play how at the end of the turn all statuses would go away because I thought that's how it worked. But
Yeah.
apparently all the statuses stay on, but
And
they
that would
don't. Obviously, if you're down.
and that would have made a
Um,
significant difference, I think, in the
I don't think
game.
it would have made a. I don't think it made a significant difference as you thought it would have because I could still attack you, and I could still I still had a ton of energy before
Mm-hmm.
statuses happened, and then I got down, which I lose all my status anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it was definitely overplayed. How
You also ran like a lot of heavy hitter characters, like 5 point
yeah,
damage characters.
Hulkbuster, Juggernaut.
But then I feel like maybe I did too though, because I think Doctor Strange and Wanda are both 5 costs. Wanda is definitely a really good piece. Like she held her own and she can put all these statuses on you, and then now knowing that we can continue
keep
like
the
to
statuses on.
keep them,
Yes.
like that's really powerful. And like I played basically like all magic teams. So I played Doctor Strange. Let's go over our teams. I went Doctor Strange, Clea, Doctor Voodoo, um, Scarlet Witch,
Wanda. Yeah,
and
that's it. There's only 4
was 4? No,
because it was a 20-point game.
it was a 20-point game, and I was Doctor
Mm-hmm.
Strange, Doctor
Mm-hmm.
Voodoo, Clea,
Mm-hmm.
Scarlet Witch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it must have been it, I guess. But then because I thought that Doctor Strange was the leader of the convocation or whatever, but apparently he's not. I think so. I think it's the ancient one, which I don't
Or
have.
the other Doctor Strange.
The other Doctor Strange is Defenders.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so that was weird. I was like, oh, he doesn't have a leader ability, and I was like, oh, dang. So I was kind of out. I didn't play any, so I wasn't able to play like any faction.
Yeah, so I ran Avengers with Sam as the leader, and I ran War Machine, Winter Soldier, Hulkbuster, and Juggernaut as the outlier. I love Juggernaut. He was really good, especially against the magical team, because with that
Oh,
helmet on,
Mysterio.
you
I was on Mysterio also.
ah, that's right. With that helmet on, I negated a lot of. I got 5 defense dice, so
Yeah.
really good. Loved him, no complaints, and it's funny because like I was teaching Dale the funny part about this miniature game, because like we're used to being so accurate with rulers and stuff like that. There is no wholly within or anything in Metamorphosis protocol. So when you start your movement, you have to be notched into that movement tool. But then when you move your character, you just have to be touching the tool. So
Yeah.
you could be at the very tip of the corner of the other thing. Like it doesn't matter. You could, as long as you're touching it, like you're fine.
That's
And
funny.
it's just so funny that kind of it includes in setup, which is kind of weird. Um, but yeah, I think at the beginning of the game, um, I ran away with the objectives a lot quicker than you did. I got to them quicker.
Yeah, because I wanted to kind of capitalize and try to kill some heroes early on, so I forego like capturing my one of my first objectives with Doctor Voodoo, and Doctor Voodoo is like auto include for most people in tournaments now. So I was like, oh, let's see how like what makes this guy so good.
Yeah, but you didn't understand how it
Well, I mean,
works.
honestly, I don't. I still don't.
Yeah,
I still
yeah, I
don't
don't
see what
either.
I still don't see what makes him great. I mean, excuse me,
You did one thing,
I did use the ability that made you like the brother, whatever his name, brother Sam or
brother.
something.
Yeah,
But
something
like
like that.
you can have it possess an enemy and then they drop all their objectives and stuff like that. So I did use that once. Um and it gives you two more defense dice if you have him on you. It's weird. So I don't know. I don't know what makes him so good. His attacks weren't overly great. The Doctor Strange was really good. I killed 3 of your characters at once with him with that area
Yeah, with air
attack,
attack.
and then but I didn't get as many heals from it. Um,
Yeah.
so I like the Doctor Strange. I like the Scarlet Witch. I don't
The
think
Mysterio was good because of the movement. When I got
Mysterio,
close to you, you got to
yeah, the
attack.
trap card. He has the trap card.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think the standouts for me were Doctor Strange and on my team anyway were Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch. And I don't necessarily think Clea's that great. I don't think Doctor Voodoo's that great. And Mysterio was kind of like middle of the road for me because he is also very weak. Like he has 1 defense on all his thingies. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, but he does have the ability that lets him use his magic defense, which is high, but the enemy can pay 2 energy to do
To
it.
negate it.
And so with as much damage as I was outputting,
Yeah,
you always had
I
a
feel
lot.
like yeah, I feel like there's always like an abundance of energy. Like not on the first turn,
No.
but like on the second turn, I
Yeah.
feel like I have a lot, which
Yeah.
kind of sucks because like basically Hulkbuster
Yeah.
is gonna call in another Hulkbuster. So when I die, I'm gonna summon another one.
Yeah, that was a little
Like
demoralizing too that could happen.
yeah, you did kill the Hulkbuster. Though. You did get me out.
Oh, you broke up a little bit. Hold on.
Back.
Talk again? Oh, nope. Okay, well, anyway, he is having technical difficulties. But yeah, so yeah,
No, you were.
I was fine. I'm fine.
You're Robotronic on my end.
Oh,
Yeah, it's better. It's better.
okay. But yeah, so I think overall it was a good game. It wasn't it wasn't close. I think I was like 5 points behind. You won by victory points, and I was like 5 points behind at the end. Um, so yeah.
I mean,
I don't know what's going on with his connection, but I think we can just move on to the 40K news while he's getting that fixed up, and then we can figure this out. Let me see. Can you hear me, Robert?
yeah.
Okay, let me just recall you on thingy. Hold on 1 second. Stand by. Guess. Let's do this, and let's do this. And you'd think he would press it right away, but he didn't. Waiting, waiting. Okay. Oh, I think he restarted his thingy. Sorry, a little bit of technical difficulties. It's not perfect. We're not perfect here.
Hello?
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 Okay, you are a little robotic still, but I can still hear you.
Oh, that's weird. I can hear you perfectly.
I think it's your internet. I think it's your side. Anyway, so 40K news. Um, or Games Workshop news. So we start with 40K. So the new Eldari stuff is available. The codex the codex is 200 pages long.
Gross.
I mean, it's mostly lore and stuff. It's not.
Yeah, I know.
Most of it's not usable. um, then they got Mugen Ra, Dark Reapers, the Guardians, the Warlocks, the Vizarks, the Yakarn, and the Dice and Data cards are also available. So that's pretty dope. I kind of want to get Mugen Ra. I kind of do.
I want to get the old one on principle.
But yeah, so that's exciting. They also showed off some new combat patrol boxes. So there'll be a new one for the Eldari, and that comes with 10 Guardians, a Farseer, 6 Windrider jet bikes, and a Wraith Lord. But that won't be out till April. And in April, when that comes out, there'll also be a new combat patrol box for the Grey Knights and the Thousand Suns. The Grey Knights one also comes with like their big the knight, the big whatever it is, the guy, the baby and the chest baby robot, whatever that thing is. um, so then they did some more previews for Eldari stuff, and this is probably the last of the Eldari previews that we'll be getting because since it's all out now. It's just about the Corsairs. They have the Void Scar, the Corsair Void Scars. There are a kill team unit, and they're also a unit that you can use in the 40K game. And like the first time you'll be able to buy this unit is in kill team. They're a troops choice, and then each unit contains between 4 and 9 people, and then they also get a Felarch to lead them. And then the rules are that any unmodified rolls of 6 to hit automatically wound. And then if a unit contains a Shade Runner, which I'm assuming is like something of theirs, a enemy unit within engagement range takes a mortal wound on a 2 to 5 and 2 mortal wounds on a 6. So just a lot more damage output for these Eldari, for these new Eldari. We'll see how survivable they are, but it looks like they can definitely do the damage part. Any comments on that stuff, Robert?
No, am I sounding okay? Am I sounding better?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think. I mean, I'm glad. I hope that we're done talking about Eldar.
I know, I'm kind of sick of it.
Because we've been talking about it for so long, and I think this will kind of be the phase. Like we will just talk about whatever's coming out, like because that's what they kind of tend to do.
Right.
I think overall, like an upgraded codex is a big win, right? So it's like I don't think
I like all their stuff. All their stuff sounds cool. All the stuff we talked about sounds cool.
Yeah, and I don't think any Eldar player is going to be mad about the codex. Like, I mean, I'm sure people are going to be mad, but I mean, like, it's like you can't really be mad about a new codex, especially in the new meta of 2 wound models. And now you have like from all these past weeks, what we've been talking about, what we've been building up to is like there's just you have so many answers now.
Yeah.
To problems on the board, which is great.
Mm-hmm. And then for Age of Sigmar, for pre-order today are going to be the Eden Death and Fireslayer battle tones, as well as the data cards and dice.
You pre-order?
Of course, I'm going to pre-order it, and the data cards as well. I'll pre-order
those of course.
As well, because it's just easier to look at and quick reference.
If they don't get nerfed.
Yeah. But I think definitely excited about this. The sad thing is no new models. Like that's it. There's no reveal.
Is it confirmed?
I mean, if the pre-orders are going up for the codexes, for the battle tomes, and there's nothing else there, that's kind of indicative, right?
That sucks.
It's kind of the nail in the coffin for it that there's no new models.
That sucks.
I mean, they'll probably release the new hero.
Yeah.
Both new heroes, but that'll be it. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing. But I think the codex update will help them definitely perform better. Especially
hopefully
with the stuff we talked about last week for the magma droths, and then some of the stuff we're gonna talk about right now. So the battlesmiths are getting updated, and they did the preview for them. So he has the icon of Grimnir, and that gives a 6+ ward to everyone within 12 of him. And then once per battle, he can kind of plant the banner, and everyone within the range of it will get a 5+ ward until the next hero phase. So it's just more survivability for people, and the 5-up ward will definitely help them. Also, if the battlesmith issues the rally command, which is the one that lets you bring back units on a 6, it's that command ability.
Mhm.
They come back on a 4 instead.
Nice.
So like that's super powerful. Like that makes me want to run more battlesmiths. Like just in case one dies, then I have another one to kind of pick up the slack to resurrect people.
Mhm.
Because like 4-up, that's no joke, right? That's half.
Mhm.
You have 50-50 shot there. He also counts as a totem, so he'll be able to cast that with an 18 of things and issue orders with an 18 instead of like the sub commander ones, which is like 12 or something like that. Um, so definitely cool. Then they showed off the Hermdar Lodge. I think
Large.
this is the one that I used before. That you are don't have to take battle shock in when you're within an objective. Let me double check mine. I think that's what I used. Boop, 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 boop. Stand by. Of course, it's not easy to see on their thing. Yeah, Hermdar. That was the one I used before. So I don't know if they're getting rid of that and then also adding this stuff or what. So, but the allegiance ability for this now is fierce counterattack, and then so at the start of the enemy a combat phase, you get to use this ability against a unit that charged you, and you get to fight first. And it can be used by um, any unit that hasn't used it yet can use it once per game. So it's kind of sucks you have to keep track of all those units that used it, but being able to fight first is good, especially if you like on an army that doesn't have armor per se, but they do have like the ward saves that will help them out. Um, so I mean, I'm excited, and we'll probably definitely be getting more previews during next week and stuff too, just as before the tome battle tome comes out, and then they'll probably move on to Tyranids and um, possibly Night Haunt. Oh, is it Night Haunt next? No, yeah, Night Haunt and Daughters of Cain. Um, so that's it for the Fire Slayer stuff. Do you have any comments on the Fire Slayer stuff, Robert?
No.
Oh no, you're a robot again. This is not happy today. Um, so uh, then they showed some Eden Death stuff. So they talked more about their tides and their the the things that come with that. So because when you play Eden Death, you have the tides that rise, and then you can do different things at different phases of the tides being up, and they showed some of those. Um, so the first one was Tides of Death, and that's like on Battle Round 2 that you'll be able to see that. It lets units run and shoot or charge in the same turn. So I think I think that hasn't changed. I think that's the same, but they would still get to shoot and charge and run in the same turn. And then they add these little rituals the Isharan rituals that get to go with them. So like during that fate and during the second turn, round 2, you can cast this ritual that adds 1 to 1 and one adds 1 to run and charge rolls for units affected by that flood tide second second round rule. So it's cool. Let's just look some more spells and stuff that you can cast for your guys when it's their turn. Like when it's like for each thing, then it kind of changes. There's a lot more to keep track of, which is kind of a bummer, especially like as a player that forgets things all the time. Um, Hold on one second. Um, Sorry, we're having some fun technical difficulties today, and I'm trying to get through this. um, so yeah, so we have that first one that we just mentioned right there, and then as for the second one, we had sorry, this is probably annoying for you guys to listen to this, but you're already 30 minutes in, so bear with us. Okay, hold on, we're gonna try something else. We're gonna.
Hello?
Okay, so just forget that for a minute, and we'll go on to
I
this.
think I think it's your internet, honestly, because
I
I checked mine during the entire time and it
yeah,
was all
mine's
good.
fine too though.
Huh?
I said mine's fine too though.
Weird.
Yeah, so it's just I think it's your end because I don't know. It doesn't happen at any other time during the day either, which is kind of dumb. Except when we try to record. Anyway,
Okay.
so back to the rituals and stuff that we're talking about for Eden Death. Um, so each ritual is associated with a different ability from the Tides of Death. So for battle round 4, just to catch you up, Robert, we were talking about how like the tide table that the Eden Death get.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they also get spells that correspond with those now.
good.
So I mean, it's more stuff to remember though, right? That's what I was kind of talking about. So for battle round 4, you can retreat and shoot or charge in the same turn. And the ritual that you can cast is the Spiteful Riptide, and that lets you roll a dice for each enemy unit within 3 before you retreat, and it does D3 mortal wounds on a 4-up to those enemy units. Um, so that's pretty cool. It lets you do some damage before you run away. Um, Pretty powerful, pretty cool. I think. I think their tides are pretty powerful automatically already. Same thing for the Nurgle with their like plague wheel.
Yeah, but I like faction magic.
Yeah,
Like it's so much cooler than like what is it? Mystic Shield and whatever the bolt is, you know? Like
yeah,
it's like
Arcane
it's so
Bolt.
it Arcane Bolt. It's just so much cooler to like have thematic magic.
Yeah,
And with the tides, that's even cooler because like I'm assuming they get better and better.
yeah. And also apologize if Robert's voice will sound echoey because that happens sometimes when we use Discord to talk. But I'm
Not my
sorry.
fault, people.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're 30 minutes in. Just bear with us. I mean, so that's it for all of the news. There was the rumor engine this week, but it's kind of dumb because it was an Auspex scanner. So it's like that doesn't leave much to the imagination.
Yeah.
It's like it's a space
Unless
marine,
it's surprised it's going to be someone holding the hand of a Space Marine holding a
right?
Auspex holder. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a space marine or an Imperial Guard, but I don't think they use the Auspex scanner. So I think it's just a space marine.
Who knows?
Uh, and like it, commander, whatever, anything, whatever it is, it's a space marine. Like so, who cares? uh, that's your turn, and I know you actually have news this week, so that's
I
cool because
actually
my
have
news was
news.
light.
Atomic Mass has released some things. With
Woo!
Adepticon slowly approaching, we have new tournament packs coming out. Um, or organized play kits, as they call them. The first one for Star Wars Legion being the Unnatural Resources kit, and this will come with a new force power for Jedi's, which will let you choose an enemy trooper unit at range 1, perform a speed 1 move with that unit, even if it is engaged. So it's like you could push a troop forward, like towards combat, or you could push them away from you. So if
Mhm.
you're engaged, you could push them away. And I'm assuming you probably use it on your own people because it causes no damage.
Right, and get them
Push
off
it towards.
objectives and stuff too.
Exactly. So you could do that. So it comes with 3 sets of those, and it comes with 4, 5, 6, 7 tokens plus a roaming Dianga token, and a new unnatural resources. What is it? A play card that tells you the victory condition, which is during the end phase, each player gains 1 victory token for each gas vent objective token they control. A player controls an objective token if a friendly trooper unit leader is in base contact with the token, and no enemy trooper unit leaders are in base contact with the token. At the end of the round, if a player has 14 or more victory points, they win.
Mhm.
Otherwise, the game ends after 6 rounds as normal. So it's an L-shaped deployment on the corners, which looks pretty interesting. There's a lot of objectives, which is cool because that's like,
I like that they're adding more objectives to the game, like different ones. Like,
yeah, it's funny though because this kit comes with this roaming token,
uh
but it doesn't tell you how to use this token.
I mean, I'm sure it has to.
So
It has to.
well, not on this in the images they've released. There's no explanation of how this token works.
Right.
I'm assuming it'll probably like go certain places and drop certain places and maybe do some damage, which is cool. It looks like the little trash monster from A New Hope,
Hmm.
which is really cool. So yeah, that was that kit for Legion. There's also a kit for X-Wing, called "These Are the Droids You're Looking For." It has deployment setup and stuff too as well, but I'm not really familiar with um, X-Wing, so it's like I don't feel like I should talk about something I'm not
Loser.
really too familiar with, but because I don't even understand what it's even trying to say, to be honest with you. But the major release information was on the Nick Fury of Shield and Shield Agents pack. They showed us a lot of the cards that come with this thing, and it looks like there's going to be 9 cards that come with this. Oh, sorry, that's 10 cards that
How
come
many
with this.
tokens though?
Oh, probably a lot, to be honest. So the first card that comes with this is called Eye in the Sky. It's unaffiliated. It's reactive. When an allied character is targeted by an attack, Nick Fury may spend 3 energy to play this card. The target character makes a small advance. If at the end of the advance the character is outside of the attack's range or the attack's line of sight, the attack ends. If the attacker's activation and the attack did not target multiple characters, the attacker may make another action. So that's good because if if you didn't target multiple people, it's like haha, I'm away from you. Um, now you can't shoot me and you wasted a turn. At least they're giving them that turn back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So at least there's that. And there's another paragraph on it. If your squad is using Shield affiliation, return this card to your active Team Tactics card, and you can play it again. So it's like reusable, which is cool. The next one being Reposition, unaffiliated, it's active, and these are all Nick Fury based. All these cards I'm reading right now. Nick Fury may spend 2 energy to play this card. If an allied Shield agent's character is on the battlefield, place an allied Nick Fury within 1 of it.
Oh, so he's
So
gonna
there's
move it to the shield agent?
so there's no range on this. So Nick Fury can move from anywhere on the board to those Shield agents. So if I drop those Shield agents turn 1 into my objective zone, I could use it. I could use it as a teleport later on,
Yeah,
which is
that's
really
cool.
cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. And the card that I was hoping for, Life Model Decoy, is here. However, it
Don't
is
tell me it's
Shield.
another. Don't you tell me it's another resurrect. I'm sick of all
It's a
these.
Shield. It's a Shield affiliated card though, so you have to be using the Shield team in order to use this. I'm assuming. It's active. Nick Fury may spend 3 energy to play this card. Nick Fury gains 3 Life Model Decoy tokens. Each time Nick Fury is targeted by an attack, shuffle the tokens and reveal 1 at random. If the token has a Life Model Decoy on the back, you may re-roll any number of attackers' dice. If it has Nick Fury on the back of the attack and continues as normal, at the end of the round, remove all Life Model Decoy tokens from this character. So if you target me, I pull out all these tokens, pick 1 at random. If it's the decoy, I just tell you to re-roll all your dice or all your hits.
Right.
And then say screw you.
Yeah.
But I can only use it. It's a card, right? So I can only use it once. It's not like it's a forever thing. But so it's cool. Yeah. I just wish it was a forever thing.
No, that's too much.
No, it's definitely too much. I think it could have been could have been dumbed down to be a forever thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty cool. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it's cool. I think it could be forever thing, like honestly, because like Doctor Strange gets to always re-roll the skulls, and then like Wanda always gets to add the skulls to her thing, so like that is also really powerful.
But Wanda's a 5, right?
Yeah, but he's a 4. He's not that far off. Wait, is he 4 or 5?
I think he's 5.
I think he's 5 too.
Yeah, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, so I'm like, who cares?
So the next set of cards that are coming out are all Shield affiliated cards, and these cards all have the caveats on them that this card cannot be included in a roster or a squad with their like counterpart card. So like this first one is Battlefield Medicine. You can't have Med Pack. The second one's called Hard Reset. You can't have a Recalibration Matrix team.
I think that's the part of like how they redid those cards to be limited, and some of the cards to be limited and single, like only you can only have one of them.
Yeah,
like,
so now
like, they were really powerful in the game.
So these ones are saying you can't have two medical packs basically.
Right.
So during the first one, Battlefield Medicine, during Shield activated character's activation, it may spend 2, remove up to 3, and 1 special condition from this character, and ally characters without a day's token within 3 of this character. So remove up to 3 damage and 1 special condition from this character or an allied character without a day's token within 3. So that's cool. It's just a heal. So we already have kind of this card. This is like the Shield specific one that actually adds extra range to it, which is cool. It's like you or someone else. Hard Reset. When an allied shield character is attacking or defending before the calculate success or failure step of the attack at the end of the modified dice step, it's like in parentheses, it may spend 3 energy to play this card. The attacking and defending characters reroll all of their attack and defense dice, including, I can't read the result from here. It's something. I can't read it because it's a bad, it's like a bad image.
Bag scan.
Yeah. And then the last one, sit rep. During a shield character's activation, it may spend 1 energy to play this card. Choose another allied character within 3 of this character that played that card. The chosen character may advance small. Let's move.
Mm-hmm.
So these are just kind of situational cards that replace other cards that kind of do the same things. I think these do them a little bit better. Like they add a little bit of extra. There's a little extra flavor on them, which is cool. I think because I think like on this recalibration matrix team, it like makes the enemy re-roll their attack dice, but you get to re-roll your defense dice too. So it's like a little extra on it, which is cool. The next set, these are all fun things. I think this is going to be an include on mine. The Helicarrier Strike. So you have to, again, it has to be a shield. You have to be shield affiliated to do this. So it's an attack. It's called Helicarrier Strike. Range 5, 6 dice, 0 energy. This attack ignores line of sight, and the defender character does not benefit from cover. So screw Rocket. He does not get cover. Before choosing a target, this character chooses whether the attack is physical or energy. Cool. And then I could spend a wild to play Scorched Earth. After this attack is resolved, other enemy characters within 2 of the target suffer 1 damage. If the attack type was physical, the target character and other enemy characters within 2 of the target character gain bleed. If it was energy, the characters within 2 gain incinerate. So, baller. I could set you on fire. I could bleed you. I could do a lot of damage potentially. And the text on the bottom of the card is active. During its activation, an allied shield character may spend 3 energy to play this card. This character may use the attack listed above once this activation. So you get to keep this card permanently on your list, but characters have to spend 3 to use it. So kind of cool. Next one, Defense Prototype. 2 shield characters may both spend 1 energy to play this card. While these characters are within 3 of each other, this round they cannot be pushed, thrown, or placed by enemy effects, and advancing enemy characters cannot place a movement tool that would overlap either allied character or a straight line drawn between them unless the enemy characters are climbing. Characters cannot draw line of sight through these characters or through a straight line drawn between them this round. Yeah, that's what it says. Weird that is what it says. I'm thinking, yeah, that's weird. But it's cool because so basically this kind of seems like something that Nick Fury would do with his shield agents. You'd spend the 1 energy and then you can't push me back. You can't pull me. You can't do anything like that. And if you're trying to target a character, like I could just bring them in front and say, this is my shield wall. You're not going to shoot through it. So I'm using them to defend probably a token behind me, a character behind me. So because you can't draw a line of sight through them, you can't shoot anything past them, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. The last one, the Shield Mobile. An allied shield character may spend 3 energy to play this card. This character gains flight this round, and it immediately advances large.
I was like, can you actually get a car? Like that'd be pretty dope. Like is it a car?
It's a large move, which is fun. And then the last card in the set, it's called the Initiative. It's unaffiliated and it's reactive. When you include this card in your squad, choose 1 non-shield affiliated character in your squad. It is now a shield affiliated character. If your squad is using the shield affiliation when the chosen character is deployed, it gains a gadget token. After all the characters are deployed, discard this team card. So it makes a character that is not in the shield affiliation a shield character. So Juggernaut, bam, shield. And then he gets a gadget token. So this gadget token could be one of 3 things. You could use the token to do one of these 3 things. When this character is defending, it may discard the gadget token to reroll 1 of its defense dice. So that's one thing you could do. Another, during this character's activation, it may discard the gadget token to remove 1 special condition. Awesome. And the last, during this character activation, it may discard the gadget token to move 1 objective token it is holding from itself to another character within 1.
That's cool.
within one of itself or from an allied character within one of this character to this character. So I could take it from someone within one, an allied character within one to me, or give it to an allied character within one to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it does not allow a character to hold 2 cards. But that's it. I think it's really cool. Like, this is making me want to play Shield now, because like when we read the Shield affiliation on Nick Fury, it didn't really seem that cool.
Yeah.
But like with all these cards you're getting and all this support, like it seems like it'd be really fun to run. So I'm definitely gonna add it as an affiliation choice in my list, especially since I could add anybody who's not on Shield, which is probably most of the characters I'm using anyways, onto it. So yeah,
Nice.
and that's the news.
And that's the news. Okay, well, I've been looking at here, and it's going to cost $12 to ship those booster packs for Tactics. Do I buy it, Robert? It's $86.
I mean, that's better than paying $9 a piece to
It
ship.
is. It's for Series 2. What do I do?
I think you go for it personally.
Okay, because I have
And
the
you give me
so I
Iron
can
Man.
have the Marvel ones.
Yeah, and you give me Iron Man, and
How
I'll
dare
pay you
you.
for it. Obviously, I'll pay you for it. I'll give you $10 for it. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's the news.
Nice. Okay, so now let's go on to questions. First of all, nobody is still asking us questions. I don't know.
I hate all of you, every single one of you. If you're listening right now, I hate
all
you.
7 of you. I hate you.
Hate
That's
you.
a great way to get people to listen to our show.
Yeah, you got to degrade them. It's negging, right?
Jesus. But yeah, so I think we can talk more if you want to talk more about tactics, or we
I mean,
can.
I think we've already said everything we want to say about Attack right? It's really fun. I can't wait to play an actual game that's 100
I wish
points.
it was back. I mean, I honestly, like, I don't know why it was canceled.
It wasn't canceled. They just haven't made anything new.
It's
They haven't
canceled.
made it. They haven't made anything new. It's not canceled. They just haven't made anything new. But I want more stuff. I want new stuff. I still haven't gone to Comic Quest and see if they had any, and I will. But it's a really fun game. And once we get all the figures, like I think I have, I think it's 8. It's gonna be 8 on 8. So it's gonna be like a really fun battle.
I have 6.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
If I buy these, I can have 12.
Well, you can only have 100 points here, sir. Sir, this is a Wendy's.
All right, I'll buy it, Robert. I'll buy it for us, for the channel. It's a business
for
expense.
the channel. Exactly. We're gonna soon. This will be in a tactics only
no
podcast because nobody listens anyways, and no one asks questions. And maybe if we're excited about tactics, you will be too.
No one's gonna get excited.
Contact Hasbro. Ask them. Tell them we want it back. And link this moment.
All right, cool. That's well, then I think is that it from you?
Yeah, I think so. Gonna look to get some more corn this month. Nick Fury comes out this month, so that'll be great. Yeah, I think those are the big things I'm looking forward to this month. Again, cause I'm trying to keep myself within a budget because we all know these games can get expensive. Just gonna look out for good deals, whether that's a Tactics, Crisis Protocol, or my new corn army, and yeah, about it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue to paint and build up my Tactics collection.
Do it.
All right, then we'll see you guys on the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe. New videos every Wednesday for painting, and then new podcasts every Saturday. So we'll catch you on
that may or may not be Robotronic.
Yeah, may or may not be, or echoey. So we'll see what happens there. All right. See you guys next time.